Good morning guys, today is my birthday and most of you know what that means. It means the 2JZ Volvo is getting registered today. It's getting inspection and then being registered. I already prepped all of the paperwork which I need to have, or at least I think I need to have, because this is the first time I'm getting a car with a different engine inspected and registered. Everyone keeps asking me, Luca, how are you going to do the registration, etc. You call them one-day license plates and they are fully legal. Here I have the paperwork. This is my appointment. This is my JDM distro order for the 2JZ. That way they know the engine is legal. The wiring specialty harness and some stuff for the exhaust, the intercooler stuff, and a lot of other things which are all related to the swap. Let's get this license plate behind the windshield, take the normal license plate off and clean the entire car. That way it looks very clean and even more things for the guy who's inspecting it to think, pause. Let's get these behind the windshield. I already took off the old license plates. Maybe I should have put it on that side because this is blocking quite a lot of my view, but hey, it's working. The only fun thing about an automatic is that it's very comfortable and that the kick down is pretty funny. Give it a little bit of throttle and ooh, it automatically shifts back.
I'm about to lose my mind in this place. I'm about to lose my mind in this place. I'm about to lose my mind in this place. Got a girl on my left, fat ass, let the face.
The 2JZ Volvo is looking absolutely stunning, so I would say it's ready for inspection and hopefully we can get it to pass, guys. Then I can drive it legally, which is awesome. This point right now, it's just a baseline and there's a whole lot more coming for the 2JZ Volvo. Now I'm doing like my 10,000th checkup if there's enough oil in there and if the coolant is okay, if there are no leaks whatsoever. I also hooked up the fan that's constantly blowing to make sure that the car won't overheat, and the coolant is also at a good level. This is so nerve-wracking. Last year, December, I started the Volvo 940 2JZ build and now it's finally all sorted and I can take it to the inspection, but now that the moment's almost there, yeah, I'm getting pretty nervous and I really hope the car will pass. Alright, I'm at the RDW to inspect the car and I got number 7, so I have to wait until they show up number 7, then I can drive in. Only one person is allowed. I'm not going to film inside because I want to have a lot of chance to get this car passed. Just done a sound measurement and they already walked underneath the car. So far everything is good, so hopefully it will remain good. Hi guys, I got some great news. The Volvo passed and it's 90 kilos heavier now on its license plate, and that's pretty much it. The guy was completely satisfied about how I built everything and he went under the car pretty quickly. The only thing which took enormous amounts of time was him filling in all the data into the computer and finding out which 2JZ I have. Apparently there were quite a few of them. But guys, you can't imagine how happy I am. I have to wait 1 week for my new license plate or registration to arrive, and then I can put a bigger radiator in it because it's getting quite warm, put bigger brakes on it, etc, etc. A lot of things, but I'm so happy. You really can't imagine how happy I am. Yeah. I can drive it within a few weeks. The reason for a few weeks is that the car still needs an MOT, and to get an MOT I first need to have my new registration, and that can take up to 1 or 2 weeks. So now again, a waiting game. What I am going to do in the meantime to provide some extra cooling, I'm going to do some ducting on the front of the car for the intercooler and the radiator, because as you can see here, there's a big hole, and on the highway there's a lot of air pushing against it, and it probably goes underneath the car and to the sides. So I bought this sheet of aluminum, and we're going to do some ducting to get better cooling results on the 2JZ. Pretty important. This is sticking out, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to hook up the aluminum sheet to this side or this side, and then I'm going to hook it up here, and then all the air is forced through the radiator instead of underneath it or on the sides. This thing, the bottom piece, I reckon it's going to make the biggest difference. Alright, this is the first panel, and as you can see there is still a major gap here and probably on the other side as well. Here it's a bit less, but still too much for my likings. This thing is super sturdy in there. I put some weather strip here and here. This isn't going anywhere, and it also isn't going to rattle, which is perfect. I'm a big fan of recycling stuff, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. This is some old weather strip of a BMW, and what I did, on the top of the radiator there is a small lip, and you can bend it forwards, just slightly bend it, put some weather strip on it, and it seals absolutely perfect. I need to get a longer fuel hose, cut it in half, and then put it on top of here. Until then, I'm going to use this thing here. Just 1 or 2 more weeks of waiting, and then I can get the car on the road, do some driving in it, because this thing is so much fun to drive. If you guys have any suggestions, questions or whatever about the 2JZ build, or maybe how much it costs to swap a 2JZ in any car or particularly my car, make sure to leave it in the comments below. When I have enough questions, I'll be making a complete Q&A video about the Volvo 940 2JZ build. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share the video, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.